Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, Syncthing, an open source tool for continuous file synchronization. It's a powerful and private alternative to commercial cloud storage, letting you sync files directly between your devices without a central server. This puts you in complete control of your data, free from third-party tracking. Imagine having all the convenience of cloud file syncing, but without ever handing your data over to a third-party company. It's a question that gets to the heart of a major trade-off on the modern internet, and an open-source project called Syncthing has an answer. It offers a private, secure, and decentralized alternative. So, what is Syncthing? It's a continuous file synchronization program. It keeps your files consistent across multiple devices, but with a twist. It does so without relying on any external cloud services. Instead, Syncthing creates a private, direct link between your own machines. The project, from the Syncthing organization, has seen some incredible traction. It has accumulated over 82,661 stars, with 347 added just today, and has been forked more than 5,000 times. That level of engagement really signals a strong demand for its unique approach to data ownership. Think about the typical modern workflow. It often spans multiple devices, a desktop, a laptop, and a phone. Commercial cloud services do solve this synchronization problem, but they come at a cost. Your data ends up on their servers, subject to their terms, and potentially vulnerable to breaches. Essentially, you trade control for convenience. And before solutions like Syncthing, the alternatives were often clunky. A developer might use command line tools, but that lacks the automatic, always-on nature needed for daily use. And non-technical users? They were often stuck with manual file transfers. This is where Syncthing's distinctive approach comes in. It's decentralized, peer-to-peer architecture. It completely rejects the central server model, putting users back in full control. At its core, Syncthing's design philosophy is all about security and user control. Its architecture is peer-to-peer, which means files move directly between your devices with no central server in the middle. So, how does this actually work? It uses a few clever components. First, public discovery servers help your devices find each other on the internet, acting like a global address book. But what if a direct connection is impossible because of a firewall? That's where public relay servers come in. They can forward your encrypted traffic. And what's critical here is that these relays cannot read your data. It remains completely private. The true technical heart of the project is its custom block exchange protocol, also known as BEP. Inspired by tools like rsync and BitTorrent, its key innovation is that it syncs only the changed blocks within a file, not the entire file itself. This makes syncing large files incredibly efficient. On the security front, all communication is protected with TLS, a standard for encrypting internet traffic. Plus, each device gets a unique cryptographic identity, which prevents anyone from impersonating your devices. And finally, the project is written in the Go programming language. This is a great choice because it allows Syncthing to be compiled into a single executable file that runs on Windows, macOS, Linux, and more, with no external dependencies needed. So, who's using Syncthing in the real world? The audience is actually quite broad. Individuals use it to sync personal documents and photos between their computers and phones, basically creating their own private cloud. Small development teams use it to securely sync code or design assets, making sure everyone has the same version. Even system administrators are using it to automatically replicate configuration files across multiple servers for redundancy. And getting started is surprisingly straightforward. Syncthing comes with a built-in web graphical user interface, or web GUI, for all the configuration. A user adds new devices by exchanging unique ID codes and then simply selects which folders to share. After that initial setup, synchronization happens automatically in the background. Of course, despite its robust design, Syncthing isn't without its challenges. For example, what happens when a file is modified on multiple offline devices at the same time? Instead of trying to merge them, Syncthing creates special conflict files. While this is a safe approach, it can be confusing for some users. The system can also be a bit resource-intensive. It might consume significant CPU and memory when indexing folders with hundreds of thousands of small files, which could strain lower-powered devices. And finally, there's a point of centralization to consider. While its core is decentralized, most users still rely on the public discovery and relay servers. This creates a potential bottleneck if those services ever experience issues. In the end, Syncthing represents a powerful statement on data sovereignty. It's more than just a utility. It's a philosophical choice. It proves that with thoughtful engineering, it's possible to reclaim control over our digital lives without completely giving up the conveniences of modern technology. Ultimately, Syncthing is a tool for building your own trusted cloud.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.